Hello and welcome to the second video for Intro to Python. Python and other programming languages tend to have several libraries included. Libraries are basically built-in modules within Python that we can import to use for our own needs. Within those modules consist of code that programmers have already written to make the programmers of today able to code faster and simpler solutions. We will be able to write our own modules when we get to object-oriented programming, but for now let's use the ones that Python have provided for us. So for example, we have the math library, and in order to use the math library, we need to import it like so. So you type in the import keyword, and then you write the name of the module. That's fairly simple. Then we can start using the tools within the math module. So let's set a variable called num equal to 4. Now let's say we wanted to find the square root of 4. One way to do it would be to use a math module. So let's set a variable called sroot1 equal to, the way we access the math module is by typing in math and then dot, and then you can see all the functions that are within this module. And we're going to be using the square root function, and we're going to pass through the num variable that we just created. And then let's print out sroot1. And you should see that we've gotten 2 in the Python shell. And another way to do it would be to use the exponent operator, which is actually an operator that we haven't covered in the last video. So it'll be a new thing to learn right now. So you can name the variable sroot2 and set that equal to num. And then the way we indicate the exponent operator is by using 2 asterisks, and then we type in the power we want to raise it to. So as we all know, the square root of a number is equal to the number raised to the half power. So we can type in 0.5, and if we print out sroot2, we should also get 2. Now let's say you don't want the decimal. You can also use the math module to fix that. You can use what's called the ceiling function. So math.ceil, and then let's use sroot1. And then if you run that, you should just get 2. And we can do a bunch more with the math modules, such as math.factorial, math.gcd, and you saw how many functions came up that prompted us to select one of them after we typed in the dot. Another module we can use is random. And we typically want to use random whenever we have a situation where we want random outcome. So let's import random. And now let's say we had a variable called x, and we wanted to find a random integer between -200 and 200. So the first parameter is the starting point, the second parameter is the ending point. And then if we print out x, we get a random integer within that range. The final module for this video is the turtle module, which provides us with some minimal graphics. So let's go ahead and import turtle. So first we need to create a turtle variable that stores the turtle object. We haven't covered objects and classes yet, so this idea might be kind of abstract, but for now think of it as a living turtle that can take in certain commands. So the way we can do this is by creating a variable called t, and then accessing the turtle file, and then creating this function. Notice that this function does not include any parameters. This particular function is what I just previously mentioned, is creating an object, a turtle object. So one way you can think about this is like where you treat the turtle module as like a pet store, and within that pet store you are buying a turtle with this function right here. So some functions of this module would be t.forward, and within this function you can pass in say 50, and it's measured in pixels, by the way. And then you can also use t.right, which is measured in degrees. And then we can copy and paste it 3 more times. And if we run that, we should have a square. This code seems really repetitive, and the way to shorten it would be to use a for loop, but we will be learning that 2 lessons later, which covers iterative statements. And well, that's it for this lesson. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next one.